So you start with the D minor shape, and then you play the C string while your ring finger is still on the 2nd fret of that string. And then you lift off your index finger, play an open E string, and then you put it back again, and then you play the top 3 strings. So it's, after that you play a G string separately while your middle finger is still on the 2nd fret of that string. So it's, then you put your pink on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then you play that E string, and then you play an open A string. So it's, then with this middle finger you go to the 2nd fret of the C string, and then you pluck the C and the E at the same time. So after that A string, you pluck the C and the E string at the same time. So then you do a hammer-on from the 1st fret to the 3rd fret, and then you play the open A string again. So this is pretty intricate at this point, so make sure you rewatch this until you get it down. Gonna replay it again. Pluck both of them. And then after that you play 3, 1 again. So it's, and make sure you get that momentum there, so it's not, but it's, so da 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 da. You can also do a pull off here, by the way, then it would be like, so that's up to you. Then you bring back your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string again, and then you play the G string and the E string simultaneously. And then you put your index finger on the 1st fret of the E. So 1st fret and then open E string again. So this one is still resonating when I play the 0, 1, 0. It's supposed to do that. Then you put your ring finger back on the 2nd fret of the C string, and then you play both the G and the C string with these two on the 2nd fret. Then you play an open E string, and then you play an open C string, and then you play both of them again on the 2nd frets. So it's, so again. Okay, once you got that down, let's move on to the next segment. Now you're going to play again the C and the E with your ring finger still on it. And then now something different happens. So you have an F shape and you play the G and the E like that. So it's both of them, and then F, then without the index finger, and then with the F again. Then you're going to lift your middle finger to the 2nd fret of the C and put your pink on the 3rd fret of the E string. And then you're going to pluck the C and the E string at the same time. And then you're going to let go of the pink and put your index finger on the 1st fret of the E. So then bring back the pink and then play open A string, 3rd fret E, and then 1st fret E. So it's, and then 3rd fret E string, 1st fret E string. So, and after that you play the C string with your middle finger on the 2nd fret of that string. So okay, now you play the C and the E. Now you play the C and the open E string. And then while that E string is resonating, you place the ring finger on the 3rd fret of the G and your index finger on the 1st fret of the E string. And then you pluck the top 3 strings. So you see? Okay, so then you play pink on the 3rd fret of the E, and then open A string, so 3rd fret E, and then you're going to place your index finger on the 1st fret of the A string. So then you're going to play the C and the E string. So and then you're going to go to the F position again. Then you're going to go to D minor position again. Place your index. Then you're going to go to the D minor position again. And then you're going to place the pink on the 3rd fret of the E. And then play the open E string. Then you're going to conclude by playing the top 2 strings with your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G and your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the E. So you play it like this. And make sure you get the momentum in the end, so it's da 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 and not this. So you see? Alright, once you got that down, let's move on to the outro. Okay, so the outro goes as follows. You just strum, you do a lot of downstrokes here. So it's D minor. So strum, mute. While you're muting, go to the next position, which is middle finger 2nd fret of the C, pink 3rd fret of the E, and the index finger 1st fret of the A string. It should sound like this. Then do another downstroke. So it's. Then you're going to bring back that index finger to the 1st fret of the E and let go of the pink. Then you're going to play the bottom 3 strings 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then with the pink you're going to come to the 3rd fret of the E string. Yeah, E string. So after that you're going to go to 3, 2, 1, and then actually with your pink you go to the 3rd fret of the E string. So basically you actually play only this, but I keep this index finger there just for structure because I did that grip in the past and it just feels familiar. Then you strum again. So at the very end you play this. So what you do here is you play D minor, then you play the G string with the open E string, then you place your index finger on the 1st fret of the E, and then you play only the E string. So why is it only the E string and not this one? Because it fits, right? It gives you more time to jump to this super grip. So that is how I make big transitions. I play an open string to kind of fill the void of a piece, and then that resonance I use as extra time to go to a different grip. So this is 7 5 5 5, but you could also do 5 5 5 like this, like that, or you could bar it, you could do this. So this is how I play it, and I look forward to seeing you in my next tutorial videos.